Human germline modification should remain illegal since it could lead to irreversible health problems of future generations, social inequality, and the subject of the experiment has no way to consent. I was searching for global ethical issues and came across the story of Layla. She was only one when doctors said she would die from leukemia. All conventional treatments from chemotherapy to bone marrow transplant had failed. Doctors said there was an experimental form of gene therapy using genetically engineered immune cells from a donor. With nothing to lose, her parents consented to the treatment. This treatment works by removing T cells from a healthy donor and then use gene editing, disabling the cell receptors that would signal that they were foreign to Layla's body. The T cells attacked the cancerous cells, and within 1 month, Layla was cancer-free. This was somatic gene editing. It only affected the patient. Germline editing of DNA occurs in gametes, and it can be passed on to offspring. Germline modification changes the genes that are passed on to future generations. It's what you think about when we hear designer baby. Germline editing allows scientists to change inheritable traits, everything from hair color to vocal tone to reducing the risk of disease. This could lead to irreversible health problems of future generations, social inequality, and the subject of the experiment has no way to consent. The Lumbering Crawl Toward Human Germline Editing is an article that references the legality, effectiveness, and outlines the procedures of germline editing. The Trust Game is an excellent article that outlines a case from November of 2018. It speaks on the ethical societal rules regulating the editing of germlines. This in search of article is opposition to my thesis and brings up points I can rebuttal, stating that DNA editing will stop the transmission of diseases that cause genetic mutations. This article also highlights CRISPR-Cas9, but it also brings in the question of the feasibility of actually using it for therapy or if it would lead to just the development of designer babies. Scuddinger intelligently speaks on CRISPR-Cas9 and focuses on the current human germline editing ban. He references experiments that were done on animals and the risks of germline editing. This article outlines the technology behind CRISPR and the potential for success and failure. Using examples of animal tests, they highlight the irreversible problems that human germline editing could cause. This article details CRISPR-Cas9, but also has excerpts from the American Society of Human Genetics Work Group from March of 2017. This article analyzes the ethical arguments for and against human germline editing, and it questions whether we are justified or even obligated to edit the human germline.